Hi, I'm Nan, and this is my lovely 7-year-old gelding, Alyosha. He came to me 4 years ago as a rescue, and I've trained him all by myself. In the beginning we started, of course, with groundwork and with getting used to humans, to be comfortable around humans. And on our way, I had to fill some caps. So for all the groundwork and the preparing exercises, I entered in an online course. And he did very well, and I have been able to teach him all the lateral work from the ground also. But when it came to riding, I was not able to transfer all that we could do from the ground in our riding work.
Here you see us doing some work in hand. I use this type of work for warming up, suppling the different body parts, and teaching movement from the ground. But when I tried to do from the saddle what I had taught my boy from the ground, I got stuck. Without a bit, he would often brace and invert, and with a bit, he got behind the aids and wouldn't go forward. So again, I started to look for help in the internet, as I did not get the answers to my questions from the method I was following, and I did not have an instructor on site. That's how I found the page of Ritter Dressage, and it happened to be that Shanna was just setting up an online riding course.
Oh,
Nice.
this tree is flying down a little.
Yeah.
Sounds like a windy day.
Yeah, it does. So it's a flower exercise too. Let's see. So the reins are pretty long, right? So that doesn't allow much recycling of the energy, but you can use these exercises to gradually shorten the reins, like especially as you make a transition from the circle to a volte. You could activate the inside hind, and as you're turning the shoulder onto the volte, you can then shorten the outside rein just a little bit.
Right, because we don't want to just grab at the reins and
Exactly,
start shortening. The horse is
exactly.
going to object, and rightfully
Right.
so. So you want to do something to bring
Yeah.
the hind legs a little closer to the center of gravity, and
Yeah.
then take up the excess.
Yeah, the shortening the reins is sort of one of those things that you have to translate. It really means activate the hind leg so it steps underneath you more, then sit on it. Then as the joints of the hind leg start to give a little bit, the distance from the horse's hip to the bit gets shorter, so you can pick up the slack. And so anytime, like I said, anytime you make the transition from circle to volte, that would be a good moment to activate the inside hind and then use the outside rein to turn the shoulder and shorten the rein a little bit so that you end up sitting a little bit more on the hind leg. You could of course also use little stirrup pressure, outside stirrup when the outside hind is down, to ask the horse to flex the joints of the outside hind more, and that will gradually give you a little bit of elevation and more longitudinal flexion, and then the horse will over time get more compact. Yeah. And I wouldn't let the horse take the reins away from me again afterwards. Like once I've shortened the distance between hind legs and front legs and I picked up the reins, whether it's like the shoulder in or whether it's the turn on the haunches or whatever you did, don't let him take the reins from you.
If you feel him tug on them, it's a good opportunity to close your elbows against your seat and
exactly.
Let him meet up against your seat a little bit at that moment.
Exactly, yeah. Resist with your core muscles, with your lower back and abs, so that you're not, just holding with the hands and with the arm muscles, but try to resist that tug that he puts on the reins with your core and with your pelvis. So think of the rein as a part of your pelvis, as a part of your seat. Yeah, so the longitudinal roundness of the horse depends a lot on the inside hind. If the inside hind steps under the body and flexes, then the horse will go on the bit. If the inside hind leg hits the ground and straightens and stiffens, then he'll go above the bit. Or some horses curl up depending on how they're built. See, it's getting better though here.
It is.
He's improving. You can even see how you're framing him better.
Yeah, you can see how good this exercise is.
Exactly. It really helps.
I know you posted this a little while ago. I hope you're continuing to ride this exercise with him. It's clearly effective.
Yeah.
So these recordings are from a few days ago, and we are still doing beflower exercises every now and then, as they keep our work flowing. You can see that we are not perfect yet, but Alyosha is much better forward now, and I think that his way of moving with me on his back has become much better. By practicing the exercises of the course regularly, we are able to do some lateral work at trot also now. The knowledge I gained through this course has made me understand better what to do, why I want to do it, and how to do it.
That's it.